how you feel that particular day, just because it's a very physical thing, so your whole body feels different day to day. So first 10 minutes I'm kind of getting a feel of what it's going to be like for the night. And that either makes me excited or think, uh-oh, it's going to be a rough one. I think it's two things. I think it's listening to people you're playing with and having that self-discipline and drive. I am Justin Foley. I play drums in Killswitch Engage. I don't know, something drew me to the drums. I just thought it would look like it would be a fun thing to do. And I started playing on a friend's drum set. I would go over to his house mostly just to play on his drum set. And then I was able to convince my parents to buy me a real cheap one, and it just really took off from there. I just had to keep playing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got my first Yamaha kit when I was 15, so that was 1992, I guess. So I've been playing Yamaha since then. The first double bass pedal I had was a really old Yamaha double bass pedal. It was, I sold my trumpet to buy that double bass pedal, and it was a real old Yamaha, and just, once I could actually afford to buy real hardware, that's what I got. You know, at first you just grab whatever scraps you can find in trash or whatever, and then once you get your own hardware, you just get that, and now I still have all Yamaha stuff across the board. When I was playing in bands that were playing in basements or, you know, just shows without PA systems or anything, or kids' garages, and I would always watch bands and I never could hear their toms whenever they would play toms. It just got lost in all the distortion of the guitar and everything. And I wanted my toms to cut through all of that, so I started trying to use smaller toms, thinking that they would cut through and you'd be able to hear them. And I found that if I used small toms and tuned them at the kind of low range of a small tom, that had the best success. So I kind of got really comfortable with that, and I really liked the way that those drums sounded. I like the way a 20-inch kick feels, nice and tight. Really good response on it. And then eventually once I started playing in places that everything was mic'd, I was just really comfortable with what I had, and I still thought that those drums sounded good, and everything was comfortable for me. Really, I've used very little gear because it endures everything. I mean, I had that drum set, the first maple drum set that I got in 2006. I just retired that from the road, and it's at my house. And it's not because it was beat up or anything, it's because I liked it so much. And I didn't want it to go out anymore. I wanted to take it home. My pedals last forever. I'm playing an old pedal right now still. It's my favorite old pedal. And can't even really find any parts for it anymore. It's so old, but I can still use it. I love it, and it's really comfortable. That's really important. I mean, it's really important to just not have to worry about that at all. And it's actually inspiring when everything you're hitting sounds good, you know. Like there are some days, especially when the monitor mix is just right or the room is just right, and you just can't help but play better because everything you're hearing is so pleasing that it just makes you a better player naturally.